All right, team, we have come together as the IB approach team for Orchard Hill School. So this is kind of our version of the OH News that we're doing. But we're coming together right now to prepare you for Wednesday. So we have, as a collective group, Jim and Christy representing the teachers, Tamis representing the classified union, and Mai and I representing the administrative team. We've just gone through a training through the school district called Interest-Based Approach. And the idea behind this approach is a collaborative culture that is hopefully going to be fostered on all school campuses throughout the entire school district. As issues are brought up, as issues need potential solutions, this approach that we're going to be working on and introducing on Wednesday is going to hopefully be used throughout the entire school district. We are going to have a guest. Dean Crow, the principal over at CT, is going to be coming over and acting as our facilitator for our entire staff meeting on Wednesday. So the 5 of us who have gone through the process are not going to have to facilitate the meeting, but rather be participants with you. So what we're going to do is just share with you a little bit about what we're going to cover during our meeting on Wednesday, and then we're going to have some fun on Wednesday and do some fun activities. So I'm going to allow Mai at this point just to share a little bit about what we're going to be doing.
All right, well, there are 5 components to an effective meeting template, and we'll go ahead and just list them for now, but we'll get into the meat of it during our staff meeting on Wednesday. The first component is the process step, and that is followed by the logistics step, with the facilitator step being next, with communication following that, and at the very end, it's the consensus closure step. And I'm going to turn this over to Tamis, who is going to talk about the check-in process.
Hi, I'm going to discuss a little bit about the check-in process that we're going to do at the top of the meeting. At first, we're going to have you state your name and then state how you are. Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling happy? Do you have a headache? Do you have a stomach ache? We're going to talk about time constraints. Do you have to have someone need to call you on the cell phone? Do you need to answer emails? Are there any interruptions that need to be happening during this meeting? I need for everyone to share with us who is missing so we make sure that we have everybody accountable for. We're also going to address rumors, elephants in the room, other issues that might impede us with our meeting on Wednesday. Expectations will be discussed, and then we'll ask if anybody has any questions. This time I'm going to turn it over to Christy.
On Wednesday we're going to do a great fun activity, and this activity will be called Warp Speed. When you come to this activity, you need to dress casually. So since it's Spirit Day on Wednesday, wear your Orchard Hills t-shirt and some tennis shoes so you'll be comfortable and have a lot of fun.
I would like to add that Christy was such a star when we did this as an entire staff that she will not be allowed to actually participate because she knows exactly how to ace this particular game. So know that we have a star Warp Speed trainer in our midst.
We're going to be discussing how we're going to be working together. I first heard about this interest-based method of problem solving many years ago. It was exciting to go through the training, and the whole idea behind it is that we work together, we find a common answer, something that works for everybody. It's not just a situation anymore of administration versus the CSEA or CTA. TEA and CTA both highly endorse this process, so I think we're going to find it to be a lot of fun and a benefit to our school.
As we discussed earlier, Dean Crow is going to be the facilitator of this training, but I do want you to understand exactly what the interest-based approach is. So it starts off with the selection of a topic, and again, we're going to be going through this process together as a team, but you start off by selecting a particular topic that you are going to discuss. The second part is to tell the story of that topic. So all participants in a group will be selecting items that they will add to the story. And this is something that we're actually going to do over the course of a week. We're going to gather, once we select what topic we're going to really do this process with, we are going to work together to tell the story, and everybody's going to have an opportunity to add components to the story in the staff lounge or lunchroom. The next part is going to be interests. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to put together the interests of each particular group. So from the admin perspective, from the CSEA perspective, and then from the TEA or teacher's perspective. And then the next big part of the process is options. So what we're going to do is we are going to collaboratively come up with options that could potentially work to solve the problem or address the topic. Once we do that, we're going to evaluate the process. We're going to make commitments, so it's kind of all hands in, and we're going to commit to what we're ultimately going to move forward with, and then we're going to implement. So again, this is the process that Dean is going to be explaining to us, but we just wanted you to have a little bit of a foundation on before we embark on Wednesday. And then the final thing that we're going to do is, actually, we have a chart over here, so if I can just have the camera just kind of follow me. We put together, the 5 of us put together this particular chart. So we have an activity that Dean Crow is going to lead us through. And basically what we did is we came up with about a dozen, and each school picked a different number of topics that they wanted to address. But we said these were the topics that we felt we wanted to use the IB approach to address. So instructional strategies, teaching assignments, parent communication technology, adjunct duties, the development of the leadership team, end of year activities, separation of the elementary and the middle school, staff meetings, team building, master schedule, and school spirit. You're going to see that we have numbers that are listed next to the biggest issues that we felt we wanted to address. So we have instructional strategies, the separation of the elementary and the middle school, teaching assignments, parent communication, and technology. These were the issues that we, the 5 of us, deemed as issues that we would like to use the IB approach to ultimately work through. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to kind of start over, and we're going to give you all the opportunity on Wednesday to do this exact same process. So while these are the issues that the 5 of us came up with, we want to hear your voice, we want to know what you think, and so we're going to be doing this exact same activity. So start now thinking about issues that you would like us to be working on and using the IB approach with. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put together a big chart, we're going to put it up in the lounge, and you guys are going to have the opportunity to add to the story. So again, we did this video today just to give you an opportunity to know what we're going to be talking about and to hopefully expedite the process so that our time is very valuable, obviously, and we can just jump right into some activities, and Dean doesn't have to spend a lot of time going over and explaining what the IB approach is. So thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you on Wednesday.